And this. And in the last class, yeah, as you said, this was the question that we did. Right? This was the question that we did, and we got the solution. And yeah, so you guys need to practice the other one. And yeah, if you find any problem, any trouble, then please. So this 30th problem we discussed, right? Yeah,
Yes, sir.
this was the question, and this was the answer that we. Okay, so then start the new topic, which is so after AP you have triangles. So let us start with drawing. Triangles, what are the things that we have studied? Yes, next chapter is triangle. And what have we studied in this one? The first thing that we have studied is that we have similar figures, right? So what are similar figures? Those are the figures in which the shape is same, but size is different, right? So these are similar figures. And correspondingly, we have congruent figures or equivalent figures. So congruent figures, right? In this one, the shape both are same. Shape is same, and size is also same, right? And these similar figures follow a very peculiar property, right? So properties, these two properties define the similar figures. So one is that their corresponding, right? Their corresponding angles are same, right? And what about the sides? What can you tell about the sides?
Proportional. Sides are proportional.
Yeah, absolutely right. So their sides are proportional. So this is the thing that we studied in the first exercise. And then in the next exercise, we talked about basic proportionality and theory. And it is also called Thales theory, right? So, and in shorthand notation, this is PPT, right? So what was this theorem? This theorem stated that if we have a triangle, right, and if we draw, so triangle has three sides, and if we draw a parallel line to the third side, and let's say this is triangle ABC, then what happens? Then this parallel line divides the other two sides in equal proportions, right? So if PQ parallel to BC, then it suggested that AP by PB, this was equal to AQ by QC. Join now. Shaima. Okay, so yes, hello Shaima, Assalamu alaikum. Yes, hello.
Walaikum salam.
Okay, so now we have a voter, right? So Shaima, tell me, is my voice cracking, breaking?
No, sir.
Yes, Abhi, you have your answers, right? So, Abhi,
Yes, sir.
so, so there is, I mean, issue with your internet, right? Yeah, so because Shaima, Abir was telling me that my voice is cracking a lot, and I was checking my internet here and there. I was looking at the routers. I was, yeah, joining in, joining out, plugging in my all those things I did, and ultimately we got to know that yeah, the internet is fine. Okay, so yeah. So this is the first, yeah. So we have started Shaima. We have started this revision of this triangle chapter, right? So in the first exercise, we talked about similar figures, and what were those? So their shapes were same, sizes were different, and then we talked about congruent or equal figures. We can also write this as equal figures. So in this one, shape and size both are same. And then we talked about the basic proportionality theorem. So what was that? So if PQ parallel to BC, then the ratios are similar or equal. And then we also wrote the extension of this thing. What was the extension? So we can also write this thing as AP by AB, and this is equal to AQ by AC. So this was another, right? And how did we prove that? So in the exam, they may ask you to, right? So what is the idea to prove this thing? Can you guys tell me? Do you guys remember? What is the idea to prove this thing? From here, you are already given this thing. So from here to here, how you will reach this stage? Yes, both of you guys.
Sir, AP by PB plus 1 will be equal to AQ by QC by 1.
But if you add one to the
So
both
if,
sides, yeah. So this is the correct idea, but there is some problem in this, right? Because we'll get, right, whatever we want, we'll get this reciprocal thing. So if you do this, then this would be AP plus PQ, and this would be AQ plus QC by QC. So what you will get? You will get AQ. Where is AQ? Oh, what did I write? Oh, this is PB, right? This is PB. So this is PB. So this is AB. So you will get AB by PB, and you will get, why am I writing PQ? So PB, and then you will get AC by QC. But and then we reciprocate this thing, so we'll get PB by AB. This is equal to QC by AC. But this is not what we want, right?
yes,
So then what we should do? Yeah, you are nearly there. Shaima, what is your idea?
Sir, we should use area of triangles.
Area of triangles. Area of triangle we use when we want to prove this thing, right? When we want to
And first, we should construct.
construction. So all those things we did to prove this theorem. right, guys? Prove this theorem, we used this construction. We draw the parallel lines. We join these two lines, and then we draw two perpendiculars. Then we calculated this area and again this area with different base. And then we calculated this area and this area with yeah with these perpendiculars. And then we divided those, and then we got this thing. So that was for BPT, right, guys? So that
Yes,
was,
sir.
yeah, that was for BPT. Because I don't want to do that again, I will just show you guys what did we do. So,
Sir, if P is the midpoint of the line, then
so that would be
AP is equal to PB.
midpoint theorem, right? Yeah. So what was the that? Yeah. So this thing you are telling me, right? These are the constructions that you're telling me. But this is used to prove the exact theorem, right? When we want to prove this theorem, then these things are used, right? Okay, so you guys have got in. So let me just recap that thing. Yeah, yeah. So that is used to prove this thing, right? And you guys go and check that, right? And do that proof on your own, right? Because that would be helpful, right? Because that proof we have done many a times. So yeah, you guys please check those notes and prove this. But to get this point, first we have to take the reciprocal. That is the idea. Because how will we get right? Because AP should be there, right? So if we take the reciprocal of this thing, so that would be PB by AP. Uh, why am I stuck with this Q? So PB by AP, and this is QC by AP. And now we can use, right, taking reciprocal. And now we can use Abhi's idea. So now if you add 1 to both sides, right? So let's say 3 equal to 3. So if we add 1 to both sides, so that would be also equal, right? If we add 1 here, if we add 2 here, so that would not be equal. If we add equal things, then the other thing that would be also equal. So that is called, I guess, Euclid's theorem, right? Yeah. So if we add 1 to this thing, so what would be that? So, so it might be like, yeah. Now if I add these things, so what I will get? I will get dB plus AB divided by AP, and then this would be QC by AQ divided by AP. So what is this thing? PB plus AP. What is this thing?
AB.
AB, right? So this is AB by AP, and then this is QC by AQ, plus AQ,
AC.
AC, right? So then we got what we wanted. Now we have to again reciprocal. So taking reciprocal again, this would be answer, right? So if we directly add one, then we'll get another thing. So first we have to take the reciprocal, then add one, and then we'll reach here, right? So I guess this is in one of the NCRT questions, right? This is one of the NCRT questions, and you guys have to. So this proof you have already done, right? And yeah, so this proof is from this point we can reach this point by a simple simplification, right? This was the PPT theorem, and yeah, you were saying, Sharma, that if we take the midpoints, right? So if we take the midpoints, then these things would be equal, right? Because yeah, so let's take that these are midpoints, right? So that is a totally different scenario. Let's say A and B and C. So if P is midpoint, then what would be, how can we write that P is midpoint in mathematical expression? Yes, how can we
AB
write
is equal to PB.
APPB, right? Yes. So this shows that this is the midpoint. Similarly, AQ equal to QC. This shows that Q is midpoint. Now, if we use, because this PQ is parallel to BC, then we can write AP by PB. That would be equal to AQ by QC. So that thing we already know. So this would be 1 equal to 1. That is already there. Because AP equal to PB, PB, PB cancel, AQ, AQ cancel. So, yeah, this would be the midpoint relation, right? And we can also write, yeah. But what was the midpoint theorem? Do you guys remember? What was the midpoint theorem? MPT, what was midpoint theorem? Yes, do you guys remember what was midpoint theorem? So midpoint theorem was that if these are the midpoints, right? If these are the midpoints and we connect midpoints B and Q. So midpoint theorem stated that if B and Q are midpoints, then this PQ would be parallel and equal to half of BC. Yes, do you guys remember this? So this was the midpoint. So if you join the midpoint of the two adjacent sides, so that would be that would be parallel to the third side, and that would be half of the third side. So that was the MPT, right, guys? Do you guys remember that?
Yes, sir.
But yeah, but we'll not need this thing, right? This thing is not. Okay, so that was and yeah, and the converse of this BPT that was also there. So converse of BPT, that was the other theorem that we studied. And what was that? So it states that if you have in a triangle, if you have AP by PB equal to AQ by QC, right? So if or you have AP by AB that is equal to AQ by QAC, then we can say that any of these conditions, either this one or this one, then your PQ would be parallel to PC. So that was the converse of PPT, right? And then what did we study? So then we studied the similarity criteria, similarity right, of similar triangles, right? So we studied that. What did we study? That two triangles would be similar Yeah, I will just directly write. So two triangles would be similar by AA or triple A criteria, or the second one was SAS. So here S is saying that sides are proportional, right? They are not equal. Sides are proportional, right? And the angles are equal. And then third was S. So the sides are again all the three sides, two sides. Right. So these were the scenarios of similarity of triangles. So these are the things that we have studied in triangle chapter, right? You guys quickly note down this thing, right? So have you guys made your personal notes, short notes? Have you guys made that?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah. So yeah, make your personal notes, short notes. Yeah, and or you guys can also prepare some sticky notes, and if your parents allow, and yeah, so then you can paste it on the walls, right? Because that those sticky notes can damage your walls. But yeah, whatever in whatever way you are remembering your concepts, so, yeah. But those sticky notes are very handy and very helpful if you want to remember for a long time, right? In biology and chemistry, those short notes they come very handy. So, yeah, you guys have to prepare that. Biology, specifically in biology and in social sciences as well, right? So in social sciences, you have those minerals, you have those diagrams of geometrical distribution, and then you have to show that where irons are there, and yeah, so where are the minerals, and yeah, those are very interesting. So geography is very interesting subject, because if you guys let's say that you know the location where iron mineral is very much abundant, right? Then what does it say? Yes, what does it say? That let's say in geometrical distribution, let's say you have an India map, and in that map you have the minerals, iron minerals. Those are pretty much abundant in, let's say, Chennai. I don't, because I'm very weak in geography. So let's say in Chennai, the abundance of iron ores are pretty much there. So what will it be suggesting?
A lot of iron can get exported and there will be development.
Yeah, so then all the iron factories, right? All those iron factories would be there, and all those. So in let's say you have the compartments or those so parts of train. So all those industries of let's say heavy vehicle or all those things that would be situated nearly to that thing, right? So if we know one thing, we can connect all the other things, right? So that is the beauty of geography subject.
Sir, but there's too much to by heart. Too many
Yes,
things.
yeah, too many things. Yeah, so that is why yeah, geography is complicated, and if we can understand those things clearly, and yeah, so that will really help, right? So we can, because let's say why we say that Gujarat or Surat or those areas are the electronic cities, because all the ores of silicon and all those things, those are abundant in those regions, right? And then we can also see that because Gujarat and all, those are in the sea areas, right? So, yeah, because in history, right? Okay, I'm going out of the context totally. So, all the Dutch people, they came. Where did they come? Firstly, in India, where did they come? Because how did they travel in those earlier times? How did they travel? Silk Route, or they traveled by those sea, right? Sea, yeah, so, right. And whatever regions those are adjacent to sea areas, so they will firstly reach there. They will not directly come to the center. They will not directly come to Delhi, or they will not directly come to these regions which are at the centers. So whenever those explorers or those people from foreign lands came, they ported at the sea lands. So that's why you have those silk factory in Surat, and that is why you have so all those things, all those colonization started from where? It started from Bengal, and it started. So the English people came from Bengal, right? And the Dutch people came from this Gujarat and Surat region, right? So that is why you have so many missionaries and so many what those what we call churches, old churches of Dutch people in Gujarat and all those Goa regions. That is why those things are there. And in Bengals you have also, so in Mumbai, so whatever regions which are adjacent to sea areas, so the people, the foreigners landed there. So that is why those regions are so much developed. That is why Bihar and all these regions which are at the center, they are not developed because the education started from all those regions, right? Because when they came, when the Dutch people and when the English people came, so they started teaching those people because you need a language to communicate with each other, right? So they started teaching those English language and then yeah, those languages. So that is how those areas are more developed, and that is how in Kerala and all those Bengal and all those regions you have yeah. So you have more educated or the literacy is very high. So all these things are connected, you see, right? If we know the geographical structure, then we can connect it with history, and then we can connect it with sciences also. Uh, okay. Oh, sorry. I wasted some of your time, right? Right. That is
No,
why,
sir, it was fun.
yeah, that is why those subjects are very fascinating. Geography. If we understand it properly, then we can connect lots of. Yeah. Sorry. You guys, please note it down and tell me whenever you guys want me to scroll down. Right. So when I was in ninth and tenth standard, firstly I learned to draw the Indian map, and then yeah. So if you can draw the Indian map, and then you can draw where are those minerals and where are the seas, right? Where are the rivers, and then you can learn a lot of things from there, right? Because let's say if we have some crops and those crops are near to the rivers, right? So let's say you have those paddy and all those crops. So where will they grow? Because you need lots of waters, right? So they will grow in the riverside area, and then yeah. So there are lots of things which are happening in the subjects. So if you remember those, then yeah, you can connect all those dots. Hmm. Yes. Okay. So yeah, you guys. search is done. I got triggered, and then I went to the outer context.
Noted, sir.
Yes, Shaiman, what about noted? Yeah, so that is why you will see that all those Bengali people, all those Keralites, they excel in researches, right? And all those central people, they excel in academic scenarios, right? In academics, meaning IPS, IAS, and all those things. But in researches, you will find most of the people from Bengal and Kerala, Chennai. You have those IMSC, you have those IISC, and you have those ICTS, and you have TIFR, and all those things. ICER, IIT. So all these things are situated in these regions, right, which have high ranking. And when you guys will go uh, right, so you'll see that even if you want to join researches, then you will find lots of uh, right from that community or yeah. So people will be abundant. Uh, yeah. So this was a triangle chapter, right? Okay, Shaima is from Sri Lanka, right?
Noted, sir.
Okay, so then let us, I will give you guys some of the question and we'll see that how much do you guys, right? Oh, this was the question. Yes. Yeah, so there was a question in which I got stuck, but Shaima and you guys helped me that question. What was that question? Because I was not able to find I was not able to find the triangles. Right. In this chapter, the most crucial thing is that you find those two triangles, right? In which you want to figure out those similarity criteria. Yes, 60. Oh, so now I remember. Did you guys try this question, 16th one? Because when I was doing this triangle chapter, I asked you guys to do this problem. Guys, did try this one, but yeah, this was the question. So now my internet is unstable, right? This was the question in which I stuck. I will ask you guys this question again, right? And let's see if you guys remember or not. So question number 7. Yeah, so the question number is 7. Yeah, and whenever you get the answer, please tell. Thank you. there are lots of unnecessary information in this question, and yeah, you have to just guys have to just unnecessary and easily.
I got the answer.
Got the answer. So what about you, Abir? And yeah, so I remember Shaima was the one. And Abir, you got the answer in different way, if I remember it correctly. So Shaima used, yeah, Shaima used the ratio thing, and you used the triangles one. So
Yes, I got it. But I did
good.
with BPT. But I
BPT,
remember
yeah.
we have to do it with similarity, but I could not figure it out with similarity.
Yeah, yeah. So whatever, yeah, no, it is not necessary, or it is not, yeah, so it is not restricted that we have to do this with the methods, right? So there's no bound in methods. If we can do this by BPT, so that is also okay. And if I can use the triangle one, so that is also okay, right. Yeah, the two triangles are this one, right? So this is going like this one, and then this where the two triangles, right? One is going like this one, and the other one is going like this. Where the two triangles. Good. So you guys remember that. Now I will ask you guys the tough one. And you guys, please, you guys practice some of the questions, right? So why is, oh, this question. I guess this question I asked in exam. So please do this question. All the information is available. So FEC. Where is FEC? FEC. I will write the information in here. So triangle FEC is a congruent triangle. What triangle? GDP. So GDP and angle 1 equal to angle 2 is also given. And you have to put ADE is similar to triangle AD. So you guys have to ADE similar to triangle ABC. So this is the thing that you guys have to do. Please do this problem. Did you guys get the answer? So remember, in a triangle, whenever two sides are equal, then you can quickly figure out that what would be the other thing that would be. That is the key to this question. Yes. What happened, guys? So you guys got the time inside. I guess that
Sir, I got the answer.
you got the answer, Shaima. Yes. So Shaima got the answer. What about you, Abir?
Sir, I'm still doing. Sir, I got the answer.
Good. So you guys have to just figure out this thing, and you guys have to figure out this thing, right? So this
Yes,
one,
sir.
this one you find out, this one you find out. Then you
You
divide
can.
these things, divide these things. So these are also equal. Then what you will get? Then you will get that DE is parallel to AC, right? If this is equal, then it will say that DE parallel to AC. Then what you will get? Then angle 1 would be equal to angle 3, angle 2 equal to angle. So by AA, you get the answer. Right. So this is what you guys got, right? Yes. So you divide
Sir, sir,
yes.
we can do by SAS also, right?
SAS.
Yes, sir, I did the same way.
So you, Sharma, you have used this one, right?
No, sir, I also did by SAS method.
SAS. Okay. So SAS. So yeah. So okay. So to yeah. Okay, you guys did the SAS method. So to do the SAS, we have to sum these two things, right?
Yes, sir.
And then we will get AB equal to. So okay, so then we already got that these 4 and 3 are equal, right? So then we will not need this thing. BD and EC we will not need. So then we have that angle 3 equal to angle 4. So in triangle, so angle 3 equal to angle 4. So which means that AB equal to AC. Because this is an isosceles triangle, right? If these two angles, so this is isosceles. So we have got this thing, we have got this thing. So divide 1 by 2. right? Divide 1 by 2. So these ratios are equal. This is common. So S is good. Yes, that is also correct. Yeah. So whatever method we can, yes, you guys just saw that we can do numerous, we can apply numerous method to solve this thing, right? Just you guys have to be calm, right? So if you guys lose your patience in the examination, all you guys will panic, then you will never reach the answer, right? So guys just need to be calm and patient. And then you will ultimately, you guys, because there are several methods and you will reach the answer. Okay, so joint. I guess that is Amar, right? So Amar is here. So yes, guys, we'll stop here. And yeah, so see you guys in the next class, right? I may be not available on Wednesday because I have this pre-PhD submission. So I have this pre-PhD seminar and yeah, I may be not available on that. But after that, I will see you guys. Okay. So Allah Hafiz, guys. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz, sir.
Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum. Allah Hafiz. Okay, Amar. So yeah, we will not do the division, right? We'll solve the sample papers. That is what you asked, right? Right, Amar?
Yeah.
Yeah, so let me just quickly bring that sample paper and then we can try to solve that, right? Mother has given me that sample paper and yeah, we can try to solve that. So I have that. Yes, happened then now. So you have how much revision you have completed? Did you revise all the other chapters?
So I did some of them, but not all of them. Like I can't remember some of them.
Oh, yeah. But because we are doing, we are solving the sample papers, then you have to make an effort, right? So you have to complete those concepts. Okay, Amma. Yeah, quickly revise those things and yeah, in the sample, whenever we are solving the sample papers, we will use exactly the same things, right? I will also explain those things to you, but it would be very yeah, good that you also revise those things, right? So then you will and daily try to revise them. That will help. Okay, Amar.
Yes, sir.
What's that? that equation. Okay, so finally it is. Now let us bring that. Finally it is. This was the question that you shared, right? So first, let us do the bulk of the equation, right? So the C section, right? If we do this thing, so it will, so they carry major of the marks, right? So they carry major marks and 3 marks each, right? So they carry, right? Okay. So we have this question, right? Quadratic polynomial has zeros, has alpha and beta. Now form a quadratic polynomial. Zeros are 3 alpha and 3 beta, right? So how do we write the polynomial in the zeros form? Do you remember that? What would be the idea to solve this question? We have done this question several times, right? So what would be your idea to solve this?
Mhm. Alpha plus beta and alpha into beta.
Yeah, that thing you know. Good. So let's say you have this px, right? Good. So yeah, Absolutely correct. So you have this Px. Px is 2x square minus 3x plus 1. So what would be alpha plus beta for this thing?
Alpha plus beta minus b by a.
So what would be that? What would be that? Yeah. What is my b? What is a? What would be minus b by?
Minus b by a is minus 3. Minus into minus 3
Absolutely correct. Both
2.
by 2. So this is 3 by 2. Right. Good. And
Yes.
what would be product of roots for this one?
1 by 2.
1 by 2. That is also correct. Good. So this is the thing that you got. Right. Now we have to write another quadratic polynomial whose zeros are this thing. So how do we write the quadratic polynomial? Do you remember? How do we write? In the zeros form, how do we write? There are two forms, the coefficient form and then the zeros form. What is the zeros form?
So I don't know this one.
Okay, so if I show you this question, right, you know the answer, but somehow you have forgotten, right? So let's say for you. And let's talk about, right, this is very simple. Okay, so we have reached exactly at the desired part. So how do you solve this question? How do you solve, let's say, this fourth one? How do you solve this one? Find a quadratic polynomial with given numbers as the sum and product of its zeros. So how do you write the quadratic polynomial? You remember this question. Let's
So you
think,
mean the first one?
yeah, whatever question you pick. Let's say this one. So what would be the quadratic polynomial?
Quadratic polynomial is uh, x square in x square plus x square minus x square minus 1x plus 1.
So this is the quadratic polynomial. That is absolutely correct. So the quadratic polynomial is x square minus x plus 1. So this is the quadratic polynomial. How do you write that thing? So sum of the zeros is given, product of the zero is given. So how do you write the quadratic polynomial? You write x square minus sum of the zeros into x plus product of the zeros. This is how you write the quadratic polynomial in the zeros form. Right? So you write x square alpha plus beta plus alpha into beta. This is how you write the polynomial, right? Do you remember it now? So you have just would be this answer. So this is how you do it, right? Right, Amar?
Yes, sir.
So we have to find out sum of the zeros, product of the zeros, and then we can write the polynomial. So now getting back to the question that we were doing. So we have to write the quadratic polynomial. So what we need to find out? What we need to find out to write the quadratic polynomial? This thing you already got from the previous scenario, right?
And you have to multiply minus 3 we need to multiply 3 by 2 3 times.
No, no. So you see that we have to find out x square minus sum of the zeros into x plus product of the zero. This is the thing that you have to find out, right?
Yes.
But for which polynomial? Whose zeros are this and this? So what would be the sum of the zeros for this one? What is sum of the zeros for this one?
0 3 by 2.
So that is for the other one, the previous, for this polynomial. We have to write the other polynomial. What are the zeros? This one and this one. So what would be the sum? If you
Sum
have,
will be 3 alpha plus 3 beta is equal to
yeah. So this is the sum. So you have to find out. Now you can take 3 and this is alpha plus beta. What do you know the value of this thing? You know the value of this thing?
so 3 into 3 by 2.
Yeah, 3 into 3 by 2. So this would be 9 by 2. So this is the sum of the zeros. What would be the product of the zeros? Hmm? What would be product?
C by A. So
Yeah. What would be product?
3 into 1 by 2.
3 into 1. So please, yeah, first tell me what would be the product, right?
Product will
What are the zeros that you have?
3 into 3 into alpha into beta.
So these are the zeros, 3 alpha and 3 beta. So product would be 3 alpha into 3 beta. This is the product, right?
Yes.
So you see that 3 into 3 would be 9 and alpha beta. So it would not be 3 into 1 by 2. It would be what? Now from here, what you can say? Alpha into beta you already 1 by 2. So 9 into 1 by 2, which is 9 by 2. Here,
Yes.
now you tell me what would be the polynomial. What would be the polynomial then? Because now you have got
Uh,
this one. Yes,
x square minus 9 by 2 plus 9
x
by 2.
x is there, right? 9 by 2 x is there.
9 by 2x plus 9 by 2.
So this is your answer. Okay. So this was the answer. Is it clear to you?
Yes.
Okay, so please note it down and then you will tell me the next question, right? This is which question? 26th one. So did we use another concept? The concepts were the same, right? The ideas were the same, but this question was twisted a little, right? That is the only difference. Yeah, whenever you have noted it down, please that.
So then,
Yeah. Okay, so okay, so question number 27 then. So find the whether the following pair of linear equation has a unique solution. If yes, find the solution. So you have an equation minus 4y equals to 49, and this is 5x minus 6y. So you have pair of linear equation, right? So is this in the general form? Is this in the general form?
mm, no, sir.
So yes, so we have to write it in general form. So what we need to do?
We need to find the we need to make the 5x square 5x square.
Square? No, this is linear equation. So there would not be any square, right? This is
Yes,
a
sir.
linear
That's why I
equation.
said 5x.
So you have to take 49 in the left hand side, right? What is the general form of a linear equation? This is linear equation is this one. This is linear equation, right?
Yes.
So we have to write it in this way. And then we have to write this one as this. So you tell me what is A1?
5x 5
Let's say this equation is first. What is A1?
7
7. What is B1?
4.
Yeah, please look carefully. What is B1?
Oh, so B1, yeah, 4
Plus or minus?
minus 4
Minus, right? So that would be because it will change your answer completely. And then C1. How much is C1?
minus 49
Minus 1. So this is this thing. What is A2? What is A2?
A2 A2 is minus 6
A2, A2, A.
or A2 4 minus 4.
So this is the
Wait,
equation.
yeah, 5
Yeah, so this is 5. What is B2?
6 minus 6.
Minus 6, B2. Yes, C2. What is C2?
57. Minus 57.
So you have got all those coefficients. Now you have to find out whether this is unique or not. So how do you prove that the pair of linear equations are unique? How do you prove that?
Um, they're unique if A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2.
Absolutely correct. So what is A1 by A2? What would be A1 by A2?
7 by 5.
7 by 5. What is B1 by B2?
Minus 4 by 6.
So this thing cancel. This is 2. This is 3. So this is 2 by 2. So by looking at these ratios, are they equal? 7 by 5, 2 by 3, are they equal? Yes.
Oh, so yeah.
So
So, so, uh, so, it's not, so they are equal.
they are not, right? This is not 2 by 3. This is not 2 by 3, right? This
Yes.
7 by 5, if this would have been 2 by 3, then we can say. But this is not. So they are not equal. So A1 by A2, that is not equal to B1 by B2. Which implies what? Which implies unique solution. So
Okay.
yeah, so yes, there is a unique solution. This part is clear. If yes, find the solution. So what are the methods? Right, let us write these equations. So first equation is 7x minus 4y. Now we have to solve. Right, so this is 49 and 5x minus 6y, this is 57. So what are the methods to solve these pair of linear equation? What are the methods that you have learned? Yes, what are the methods that you have learned?
Someone said.
Yes.
So what are you saying?
Yeah, so what are the methods that you have learned to solve these two equations? How do you solve the linear equation in two variables? What are the methods?
We first need to make a like x square. We need to make a quadratic equation. We need to turn it into a quadratic equation.
These are linear equations, right? How can we make them a quadratic equation? These are linear equations, right? So we cannot make them
Yes.
quadratic. So linear equation, solution of linear equation. What were the methods we studied? Linear equation, right? So what were those methods? What were those methods? These were those methods, right?
Yes.
This is how we solve the linear equation in two variables, right? This is how we solve them.
Yes.
So yeah, are you not revising at all? Because this thing we have,
Also.
huh?
No, like I am revising. I'm just revising the different chapters. So like the chapter that are likely to come questions.
Yeah, so this thing, linear equation we have done so many times, right? Quadratic equation, linear equation, polynomials, these things we have done numerous times, right? So please go through them. And I have told you many times, right? So please make a short note and revise that thing regularly, right? Otherwise, you will forget everything. So please please make a short note and revise them regularly. Otherwise, you will forget, right? So please do that.
Yes. So I don't think it's possible to use elimination method here. Like that's not
Yes.
elimination, substitution.
So substitution, we can use any method, right? But the right, but elimination would be simpler, right? So yeah, and this one is okay. Why they gave you, or why in this paper they gave this 49? So this is totally uh right. So this is a very bad question, because why would they give you 49 and 57 in the first place? Because yeah, they should give some simpler numbers, right? Yeah, this is solvable by elimination method and by substitution method as well. But these are big numbers and it will take much of a time, right? So it will
So
take
yeah,
you.
that's why I said it was quite hard.
Yeah. So what you need to, so what is the elimination method? Do you remember? What is the elimination method?
No, so a substitution I can remember. Like it's just substituting one, just finding one value, then like substituting the
Substitute.
other, then like that.
Okay, so substitution. So what we need to do for with this one? Let us use
Yes, but
substitution.
so can you go with elimination? I don't remember elimination.
Elimination. So in elimination method, we have to make one of the coefficients same. Either we make x coefficient same or we can make a y coefficient same. So let us make y coefficient same, right? So y is 4 and this is 6. What is the LCM of 4 and 6?
Two.
LCM of 4 and 6 is 2.
So two. Two.
So this is 12, right?
Yeah.
So we have to multiply because this is 4 and this is 12. How can I get 12? From 4, how
Two
can I get?
into
From 4, I want to get 12. What I will do?
multiplied by three.
Multiply by 3. Good. And from 6, how can I get 12?
Multiplied by two.
So you multiply this thing. So now you can make the coefficient C. So this would be 27x minus 12y equal to this big number, which is a very 147, right? And then this would be how much? This would be 10x minus 12y, and this is 4, and this is how much? So this is this thing. So you can tell me that we should add or subtract these two equations. What should we do?
Uh, Subtract them.
Subtract. So we subtract them. This sign changes. This is minus. So this will cancel, right? Minus 12y plus 12y. That would be cancelled. So if we would have added them, then this would not get cancelled. But we have to subtract this thing. So this is how much? What would be this thing?
It's
What is this thing?
so 30, 33.
33.
33 is
I'm
the other
asking.
one. So
33 is the right hand side. I'm asking about this one. 20x, 21x minus 10x. So that is 11x, right?
yeah,
And then this one is 33. Right, this one is cancelled. So what would be x? X is 33 by 11, which is 3. So x is 3. And then you can put in one of these equations to get y. So let's say we use this equation. So for y. we use 7x minus 4y, that is 49. So you put the value of x and tell me what is the y that you are getting. Please solve this thing. Put the value of x and then tell me what is y that you are getting. Quickly do this thing. Just this part. Solve this part. Tell me what is x in here. What would be x in here? What is x? Yes.
Yes, sir. Um, 7 into 3.
Yes, so this is 21 minus 4y, 49. So you have to take this thing the other side.
Yes, 49 minus 21.
This
And
is
y
8.
is
So y is how much? 28 by minus 4. So this is 7, so minus 7. So y is minus. This is your solution. Right, clear.
yes, sir.
Okay, so please note it down and then we'll do the other question. And I will leave 5 minutes early because I have a meeting to attend. So I will leave at 7:55, right? So I will leave at that.
Yes.
Okay, please note it down. And please solve this sample paper on your own as well, and then tell me about the because yeah, so you have to practice a lot, Mark, right?
Yes, sir. So then,
Then okay, so then we will do the next question, and yeah, so I can see that the next question is from triangles, right? Okay, so the next question is this one, right? So in triangle, right? In triangle or in given figure, triangle ABC is similar to DF, right? AP bisects angle CAB. So AP bisects angle CAB, and DQ bisects angle FD. So this is not plus, this is angle, right? Then what they are asking? Then prove that AP by DQ, that is equal to AB by DE, right? So this is the thing that you have to prove. So then you have to remember what are the concepts that we have learned in triangles, right? So what are the concepts that you have learned in triangles? Do you remember?
Mm, bisect triangle creates an 90 degrees.
90 degrees of the way is 90 degrees.
No, it's a perpendicular.
No, no, no. So I'm asking that what are the concepts that you have learned in triangles chapter? What are the concepts
So
that you
like
remember?
what type of concept can you like? Can you ask a question like that?
Yeah, so let's say if I want to talk about a triangle and then a parallel line. So what is the theorem that you have learned about the parallel line in a triangle? What is the theorem?
Parallel in the triangle means like. So can you like explain a little bit more because
Okay, so you have a triangle and then you have a parallel line like this.
for that one.
So, so then what do you know about this thing?
PQ is equal to two times BC.
Is equal to 2 times. So you are saying that PQ is twice of BC, which means that BC is smaller and PQ is larger by 2 times. PQ is larger by 2 times.
Yes.
So if we look at this thing, PQ and BC, so is it looking that PQ is larger, BC is smaller? Yes. So we have learned about BPT theorem. What is the BPT theorem that we have studied? That if PQ is parallel to BC, then AP by PB, that is equal to AQ by QC. This is the BPT theorem that you have studied. This is the theorem that you have studied in triangles chapter, right? Do you remember it? Do you remember this thing? Yes, Amar, do you remember this thing?
Yes. So, sir, hello.
Yes, 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 yes.
My voice is breaking.
My voice is breaking. Okay, so yeah, how is it now? Is it fine? How is it now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what I will ask you is that you make a short note and you send the PDF of that thing to me, right? So let's say in 1 or 2 days. So by Wednesday or Thursday, right? Please send the PDF of the notes that you have made. So I want the notes of every chapter from chapter number 1 to 14, and all the things are written in that chapter. So let's say you have real numbers. So from real numbers, what are the formulae that we have studied? And let's say we have polynomials. So from polynomials, what are the formulas that we have studied? And all those things in one note. So you make the note and then send it to right. And yeah, please make that in 2 days. So you have 2 days. Please make that and send that PDF to me. Okay.
Okay, sir, I'll try.
And yeah, so that should contain 1 to 14 chapters and all those formulas and theories that you have done. Yeah, please send it.
Okay, sir.
So this in triangles chapter we have studied BPT theorem, which is also called Thales theorem, right?
Basic proportionality theorem.
Basic proportionality theorem. So yeah, that is correct. Yeah, so you remember, right? Remember it, and it says that if you have a line which is parallel to the third side, so this line divides these other two sides in equal ratio. So that is BPT theorem. And the converse of this thing is also true. So if you are given, if in a triangle you are given that AP by PB, that is equal to AQ by QC, so then you can write that PQ parallel to BC. This is this is converse of BPT. So this is one thing. And then you have studied in the triangles, then you have studied the similarity criteria. So what were those similarity criterions? One was angle or angle. The other was side angle side, and the third one was side. So these were the three similarity criteria that you studied. Okay, so these are the things that we have studied in the triangles chapter. So we have to use those things. So in this question, it is given that triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF. So what we can infer from this given thing? What we can infer? So we can infer that angle A would be angle D, that would be equal. Angle B would be equal to angle E. Angle C would be equal to
C
angle
is
D.
equal to F.
This is the first thing. And then we can also write AB by DE. This would be equal to BC by EF. This would be equal to AC by DF. So these are the things that we infer. We can infer if these two triangles are similar, right?
Yes.
Now what else is given? AP. So AP bisects CAB. CAB is this A angle. CAB and this FDE. So if this is bisected, so this would be equal to, let's say this whole is 2x, so this is x, this is x, right? And
Yes.
we know that A equal to D. A equal to D, so that those are also equal. So this is also x, this is also x, right?
Yes.
And we also know what? We also know that this thing, bro. So we have to prove AP by DQ. AP by DQ is equal to AB by DE. So these two things are coming in which triangle? What is the triangle that we have to take? So these are coming in this triangle. this one and this one.
So can you hear me properly?
Yeah, I can hear you properly. Can you hear me properly?
So, but like your voice is sometimes breaking,
My voice is
and I'm saying,
breaking.
and I'm saying, because I'm also saying something, but I could, what? I don't think you can hear me properly.
Yeah, I can. So can you hear me now? Can you
Yes,
hear me
sir.
now? Yeah. So this
Yes.
is why. So we have to take these two triangles. Okay. We have to take these two triangles and then we have to see. So what do we know? Angle x equals to angle x. That is what? In triangle APB and triangle AQE. Angle x equal to angle x, which is angle PAB. This is equal to angle QDE, and this is equal to angle x. This is given, right? And
Yes.
also we have this angle B that is equal to angle E. This is also given. So this is given, right? This is also given. So these two angles are equal. So what we can write? We can write triangle APB that is similar to triangle AQE by AA criteria.